Good day, traders, and welcome back to another weekly market update video with me, Zain Vawda, your analyst here at Wanda. An interesting week ahead for the US dollar after the US jobs data release, which surprised on Friday. The actual figure on Friday came in below expectations, and besides that, the bigger concern was the massive downgrades we saw for the months of May and June. This obviously led to US President Donald Trump taking immediate action and firing the head of the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. This now obviously had further implications for the dollar, and we saw a significant sell-off for both the US dollar and the US dollar index. The dollar index obviously recording its worst day since sometime in April. Now, markets are concerned around integrity of the data moving forward from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it will be interesting to see who President Trump decides to elect to replace obviously the outgoing head of the Bureau. Now, that also could have some implications for the US dollar in the week ahead. Now, beyond that, there is not a lot of data out of the US this week, so markets are likely to focus on these developments around the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the jobs numbers. And another important factor which we saw since Friday was that markets are now pricing in more aggressive rate cuts from the Federal Reserve, especially at the upcoming September meeting, where markets are now pricing in an 80% probability of a 25 basis point rate cut in September. This according to the latest data by the LSEG website and LSEG terminal. So looking ahead, obviously now I think for the rest of the week, with data obviously being sparse from the US, there will be a lot of concern around how President Trump negotiates this, or installs a new head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And we also have a Federal Reserve policymaker in Adriana Kruchler stepping down on the 8th of August. And President Trump will also need to announce a replacement on that front. So some interesting developments there, all of which could have major impacts on the US dollar this week. But with that in mind, have a good week, trade safe, and I will catch you guys next week with another market update. Have a good one.